Do you want to be a top producing real estate agent? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned. It's coming up right after this. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning into my YouTube channel, welcome. My name is Alex and I'm a top producer real estate agent out here in Washington, and I designed this whole YouTube channel around real estate. So hopefully you guys like real estate. You came to the right place. Now on to the video you're waiting for. So you have big ambitions, big goals to be a top 1% real estate agent, bring in all that money, be on the top for real estate transactions and volume. Well, the first step that you're gonna have to take in order to get there is you're gonna have to be hardworking. Now, I know this is so like cliche, you hear it all the time, your parents probably, work hard and you're gonna be successful, but in reality, it really is true. And especially when you're self-employed, when you have nobody telling you to get up at a certain hour to go do the work. So in terms of hard work, what does that mean in real estate? Well, you need to set your hours Monday through Friday, open houses on the weekends. You need to have a strict schedule and you need to stick to it. Another thing that's super cliche, but the older I get, it's super true, is you need to have an accountability partner, and you need to make some goals for the year and give them to the accountability partner so he can keep you on track, in order to meet those goals and those milestones along the road. So you get to your end goal at the end of the year. And this really goes back to, aligning your actions with your goals, right? So you can say you want to, make $200,000, $300,000 for the year, whatever it might be, whatever your personal goal is. Say you want to sell 20 houses in 2020. Well, if you don't get up and actually do the work, you don't actually do the action part, well, you're not going to go anywhere. So that's where the accountability partner, comes in, because just by human nature, we always want to talk and not do, so by having that person kind of pushing you on the back, throughout the whole step, throughout the whole year, it's going to help you. I guarantee it. That leads me to tip number 2. Now, if you want to be a top 1% real estate agent, a top producer, then you really need to focus on your niche and be your local real estate expert. Now, so many new real estate agents do this, and I did the same thing. I work out of Linwood, Washington, and there's so many sales just to go around just in Linwood itself, but I see so many new real estate agents, and I remember doing the same thing, is that, I wanted to get sales in Linwood, Seattle, Bellevue, and go in all these different cities, when in reality, if you just focused on exactly where you're working and draw a radius around that and know every single block, every single neighborhood, what houses are selling for, well, then you become the local expert in that specific neighborhood, on that street, right? So when people want to sell, they're going to go to you as, the top real estate agent in the area, because they know that you have the knowledge in the area, rather than trying to sell in all these different areas at first. The saying is really true, put all your eggs in one basket. When you get your real estate license, wherever it might be in the country, just focus on that one area and really, really work hard on being that local expert in that area. I guarantee that's gonna pay dividends if you just focus on that local area, becoming that local real estate agent in your niche. But, it's going to take a lot of time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're going to have to put yourself out there, maybe go to businesses, interview businesses, you just want to put your name out there as much as possible and start developing that brand within your community. My last tip for you guys, tip number 3, is following up. And this is probably the most important one out there. And I cannot count how many clients I probably lost in my first year in real estate by just not simply following up. And it's such a simple task to do. And if you project that out into sales and how much more money you would have made for the year, you're gonna be kicking yourself, guarantee it, because I did it. So what do I mean by following up? Well, first off, you guys need to have a CRM system in place, right? This is gonna keep track of all your clients or anybody that you meet's phone numbers that you got, emails. Anytime you should follow up with them by email or phone call. And for a good rule of thumb for you guys out there, if you're watching this and you're just getting into real estate, or maybe you're not into real estate yet, but you want to get into real estate, say you met someone today and they said they're going to sell their house in 6 months. what I normally do and what I found to be the most effective is I divide that by 2. So I call them in 3 months, right? And I always call them, I don't email. Sometimes I'll do both, but for sure hit them with a phone call. And then from there, you're gonna call them every single month until the last month, and then you're gonna call them every single week. So 4 times a week until you get in front of them, until you meet them in person, get the appointment, ultimately get the listing. Already you can see how long it could take to get some clients. You know, I was following up with a client for a year until I finally got the sale. So this business is really about longevity, really about doing the work every single day, because ultimately it's gonna lead to a sale. And if you aren't staying in front of your clients, well, then they're just gonna go to a new real estate agent because there's so many out there. They probably have friends or family, you know, that's persuading them to do whatever. So if you're not constantly staying in front of them at the right time, then you're gonna lose out on a ton of business. Guys, hopefully you liked the video and hopefully you implement some of the tips that I provided in this video. And if you got some value out of this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and put a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys thought of this video. All right, guys, stay tuned for future videos coming next, and we'll see you guys then. Peace.